Hello there, it's another time for the Power Circuit. This program is brought to you by the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN. I am Amara Agugoesi. Let's get through today's edition. Federal government flags off construction of 132 kilovolts Oro transmission substation in Kwara State. On the transmission mandate, we've got a spotlight on the 330 132 kilovolts Ihovo transmission substation in Benin, Edo State, which evacuates electricity from 2 power plants on the national grid. In Oyo State, officials of NEMSA inspect a yearly transmission substation. The federal government of Nigeria has flagged off the construction of a 132-33 kilovolts power transmission substation in Oro, Kwara State. The project is expected to be completed in 18 months to improve bulk power supply to distribution load centers around the area.
The power transmission substation sited in Oro, Irepodun, local government area of Kwara State, is being implemented by the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN. Speaking while performing the groundbreaking ceremony of the project, the Minister of Information and Culture, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, described the project, which was approved by the Federal Executive Council on December 21, 2022, as a game changer.
This project is a game changer.
He employed the people of Oro to own and jealously protect the project, adding that it will revolutionize the power situation in the community.
When completed, it is going to transform the entire economic situation, the economic development of Oro and its environment. The contract is about $8 million for the change and about 3 billion naira local content. I therefore want to implore my people to give maximum support to the contractors and ensure that the contractors are able to go about their facilities on the list.
Also speaking, the Managing Director CEO of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, Dr. Sule Abdulaziz, said the substation project designed to have a 60 MVA power transformer will make reliable and quality bulk electricity available to DISCOs to distribute to electricity consumers.
The substation will be built to offer a new around 2 by 120 kV double-sided transmission line. When completed, the substation will serve over 150,000 people spread across Oro and Irepodun local government area and environment. People are known for their relentless entrepreneurship and self-empowerment. The research project is social economic well-being of the people. I want to use this opportunity to specialize the Honorable Minister of Information and Culture, my brother, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, for making this project a reality.
The TCN boss further said the 132-33 kV Oro substation have been carefully designed by a team of engineers to provide additional electricity requirements for the area with room for expansion to meet future electricity needs.
Presently, Oro Solid based on a nearby 7.5 MVA has a 311 kV injection substation which takes supply from the 33 kV is a lift feeder radiating from Transmission Company of Nigeria 2 by 30 MVA substation at Oro Aran. This will soon change as soon as the Oro substation is completed.
The contractor handling the project, Engineer Chris Ejike of Chris Ejik, promised to complete the project in 18 months instead of the 2 years duration. He solicited for the support and cooperation of the community towards its speedy completion.
With the help of the Honorable Minister and the assurance from the TCN MD, I can assure you that this project will be delivered on time. This is project we are used to. If everything goes right, within 18 months, there will be a new substation here at the transmission line. have one request from the community. During the project, I will need cooperation of all the community leaders.
The power circuits will be back after this break.
Ceasefire there.
Guys, I have a business that can change our lives.
Business?
Business that can change our lives.
Guys, if money is involved, I mean, take it. But you don't know the kind of business. I mean,
Business is business.
okay, my guy. Masu. I mean,
Real money. And there's a big market for it.
Wait, is it vandalism that you have brought me here to do?
Yes!
Something that can take me to jail. Something that can destroy our economy and spoil what the government wants to achieve.
Real money.
I can't. See this man. I can't.
Even you.
Shut up your mouth. I will never go to jail. Vandalism. God forbid. God forbid.
Look at the people I want to help.
What do you mean?
Come here. I beg
What do you
you. Please, Oga, I beg you. I beg you. This is the handwork of the devil. Please.
Be part of our economic growth. Do not destroy electricity power installations. Do not destroy government effort to provide electricity for all. Report any suspicious person found stealing or loitering around power installations to any security operatives close to you or to the nearest transmission company of Nigeria office.
This message is brought to you by the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, transmitting electricity in the most efficient and effective manner.
The transmission mandate of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, is to effectively transmit bulk electricity in a safe and reliable manner. The company has continually demonstrated this across scores of its substations nationwide. In this edition, we've got a spotlight on the 330-132 kilovolts Ihovo transmission substation in Benin, Edo State.
This is a 330-132 kilovolts Ihobo transmission substation near Benin, Edo State, operated by the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN. The facility evacuates power from the Azura Power Plant and the Ihobo NIPP Power Plant. The Power Circuit spoke with the Principal Manager Transmission Ihobo Work Center, Engineer Matthew Aribi, who supervises this facility.
The substation is old, let's say from 2016, but as a work center is a year old, more than a year. So for you to have proper coverage and quick maintenance, that's why TCN creates work centers. You know, you have the work centers, you have the sub-region, then you have the region. Like under Benin region now, Benin region comprises of Benin sub-region, Delta sub-region, Omotosho sub-region, Sapele Work Center, and now the new Ihobo Work Center that was created last year.
The TCN official noted that the substation has an extensive coverage area, getting bulk power from the Azura and Ihobo power plants.
Right now, we are being fed from two generating plants, which are Azura and then IPP. So when they generate, we feed through, for now, Benin, Ihobo. There is a line, 330 kV line to Benin, Ihobo. And there is another one from Ihobo to Osogbo. Via those two lines, we evacuate their generations, what they generate. And apart from that, for Benin environs, we have the 33. We have our 132 33 kV substation. And we have five feeders. We have Egba, Oluku, Uniben, what's it called, Ihobo, and Ute. That's where we fed them, and right now, I think as at 6 o'clock this morning, they are all on full capacity. All the feeders are in.
With the critical role the substation plays on the national grid, there are more plans by TCN to strengthen the power transmission lines along the Benin axis, which will boost bulk power evacuation from the Ihobo substation.
There are proposed projects for evacuating of the power generated to another part. That we're having that of, what's it called, Benin Ajakuta, which the line has been proposed for it to be evacuated through that axis. And another one, Ihobo, Osogbo, Akure, that's a double circuit, another 33 kV line. And what we're expecting again, we're expecting an 100 MVA, want to upgrade one of the 60 MVA transformer to 100 MVA, so as to feed the environs.
TCN has a robust maintenance schedule for the Ihobo substation, and since it is a work center, Engineer Matthews said other substations maintenance exercises are coordinated from this work center.
We maintained all the equipment in Ihobo Work Center, Irua substation, Esako, Atauchi. We have a 140 MVA mobile transformer there, serving about 2 feeders, serving the axis there. So we do maintain them, we do our routine and annual maintenance. And peradventure, when we have, what's it called, you can have a breakdown maintenance anytime, we do attend to them as fast as possible, so that we don't keep our customers out.
In the control room of the 132-33 kilovolt section of the Ihobo substation, Engineer Shikul Joel, a manager system operation monitoring the facility's operation, said the section could be expanded to have 2 units of 150 MVA power transformer.
The capacity of this workstation is 150 megawatt. Actually, it's supposed to be 300 megawatt. But for now, we have 1 by 150 MVA, which gives a capacity of 150 megawatt. Ideally, by the design of the station, it was meant to be 300 MVA. We cover Ihobo 132/33 kV TS, and then Okada 132/33 kV TS, and the environs.
Standardization and safety are key in the transmission of bulk power globally. The Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, has continually collaborated with relevant authorities to inspect and certify its facilities nationwide. The company recently received a task force team of the Nigerian Electricity Management Services Agency, NEMSA, for one of such inspection visits at the 330 132 33 kilovolts Ayede substation and sub-region in Oyo State. Here is the report.
The task force team from NEMSA as well as the TCN host officials inspected the various sections of the Ayede substation switchyard where they approved of the safety standards. Commenting on the visit, the Managing Director of NEMSA, Engineer Aliu Tukuru Tahir, said the visit was to flag off the agency's routine monitoring exercise.
We are here to flag off the monitoring exercise of the interface point between transmission and distribution. And this interface point has to do from the 132 33 kV transmission substation to the injection substation at the distribution end. And this task force was recently set up and inaugurated by the Honorable Minister of State on the 5th August 2022 to carry out monitoring of these interface points. And in the monitoring they have terms of reference. And these terms of reference is to check feeder by feeder, that's 33 kV primary feeder lines, on how they are carrying out smooth power flow between the transmission and distribution end of the power value.
Engineer Tahir further expressed delight with the state of the operations at the substation as well as the interface coordination between TCN and the distribution load centers under Ibadan Electricity Distribution Company, IBEDC.
I think from just the discussions we had with the TCN team and the distribution team, I'm happy because the synergy here is improving. Comparing it with last time I came here, that was about 2 years ago. This time around, I've seen them, discussing technical issues. And discussion of technical issues is very important for smooth power flow between transmission and distribution. And I've also urged them to step it further by having a joint inspections of these primary feeder lines around this location, because their joint visit will be able to bring out all those challenges. They will see them together and then propose solutions together, and this is going to be a very good thing for the improvement of the power supply in the country, especially within Ibadan district.
While lauding the efforts of the TCN management team, the NEMSA head and chief electrical inspector of the Federation called on the company to sustain the investments in upgrading and maintaining more transmission systems.
Comparing this visit with my last visit, I've seen a lot of improvement. I've seen a lot of cleanups, especially at the 132 33 kV substations. I want TCN to take it upon themselves ensure that all the protections that are supposed to be in place are in place, all the protections are being maintained adequately, and they are always in fitness to be able to carry out the necessary protections of the entire system.
In his remarks, the Acting Assistant General Manager Transmission at Ayede Sub-Region, Engineer Tawheed Aderugba, noted that TCN was satisfied with the inspection exercise.
The reason for being here is just to have an improved system stability. Like he has said it in so many ways, what we've left in the past, not monitoring our systems properly, the feeders and the load centers, and that's the distribution end, that there should be a proper synergy between the TCN and the transmission. TCN and the distribution companies.
The power circuit continues shortly. Kindly stay with us.
What caused this fire? Eh? Hey, God help us. Assuming this thing happened in the night, nobody from this building would have come out alive.
Madam, hey, this is why we have warned landlords not to erect structures under the high voltage lines. If this high voltage line fell on the ground, nothing would have happened. But because this structure has been wrongly erected and the high voltage line fell on it, that is why whatever has happened has happened. We advise landlords to always consult the Transmission Company of Nigeria on their safety compliance on the right of way, so that something like this does not happen again.
Oga, we are talking of burnt house and you are talking of right of way. What is right of way and safety compliance?
Safety compliance simply means before erecting any structure around any electricity tower or line, there are safety distances you must adhere to. These safety distances are 25 meters on both sides of the electric tower in the case of a 330 kV, 15 meters on both sides of the electric tower in the case of a 132 kV, and 7.5 meters on both sides of the electric tower in the case of a 33/11 kV. These stipulated safety distance instructions are what we call right of way. If these simple, basic safety distances are adhered to, trust me, there will be less loss of property and lives resulting from cut transmission lines.
Visit Transmission Company of Nigeria office nearest to you for your safety regulations before erecting structures. Let us save lives and properties and build a stronger Nigeria. This message is from the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, transmitting electricity in the most efficient and effective manner.
That is it for this edition of the Power Circuits. But then the headlines. Federal government flags off construction of 132 kilovolts Oro transmission substation in Kwara State. We brought to you a spotlight on the 330-132 kilovolts Ihovo transmission substation in Benin, Edo State. The Ihovo substation evacuates electricity from 2 power plants within the area. Officials of NEMSA have inspected the Ayede transmission substation in Oyo State. The Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, would love to have your views, comments and responses on the TCN YouTube channel, TCN_Nigeria. If you're on Facebook, you can connect with the Transmission Company of Nigeria. Are you on Twitter? Then it is at TCN_Nigeria. TCN is on Instagram, TCN_Nigeria. You can also reach out by email message via affairs.public@tcn.org.ng. The TCN website, tcn.org.ng, is also handy to provide more information on the company's operations. Together, we can help TCN transmit electricity in the most efficient and effective manner. I am Amara Agugoisi. Thanks for sticking with the Power Circuit.